So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Red Manx TV video. The international break has finally ended at last. Manchester United are back in action this Sunday. And quickly guys, I just want to say, the international break is bad. But do you know what's worse about the international break? Is when it feels like it's going on for such a long time. Like this one just didn't feel like it was going to end. Like our Fulham game the other weekend against United in the Cup, that felt like it was a month ago, but it was literally just the other week. But that's how bad the international break is. It's boring, nobody likes it, nobody wants it, and it shouldn't be a thing, should it? But yeah, Manchester United and proper football is back on this Sunday, and it's a massive, massive game. And of course, today's video will be the preview for that game. So if you do enjoy this one, make sure to smash a like on today's video. It's the first video since the Fulham game, so we got a little break, but we're back into the swing of things now. But yeah, smash a like on the video if you are new. Comment your thoughts down below and your score predictions. And also, if you haven't and you're watching for the first time today, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. That would be much appreciated. But going into the game this Sunday, you could not have asked for a more tough game to come back into after the international break. St James's Park against Newcastle, and if Newcastle get a result against us, they are level on points with us, and also they have better goal difference, so they'll probably be above us this Sunday, I think, if they do get a result. So it's a massive game for top four already, and I think this April we've got 7 rounds of Premier League action, so it is massive for the top 4 battle with Spurs still in it. You got Newcastle United, you got Liverpool who could come back into it if some people have dodgy results over this month in April. So there's a lot of teams still fighting for it, and Manchester United have not secured anything yet. Before the international break, we were not in the best of form, were we? There's nothing to be really concerned about. But again, we were just letting it go a bit, and we were struggling to get results. We were struggling with the performances, and again, maybe Casemiro, of course, had a big impact on our performances, as it always does. And again, we have no Casemiro going into the game this Sunday, so team-wise, it's gonna look a bit tricky, isn't it? And it is gonna be a bit of a tough one to get a result this Sunday against Newcastle, especially going to their place as well. Without Casemiro, Rashford's a bit of a doubt. He'll hopefully probably play, but our injury list is going and going. You know, no Eriksen still, but hopefully he should be back in April. So, you know, got potentially Fred in the middle on Sunday as well. So, you know, couldn't have asked for a more tough game, but I'm confident going into the game. You have to be, because I do reckon Ten Hag, you know, he's had some players, I think, I'm not too sure how many players went away for the international break, so hopefully they do all come back fresh. We heard Sabitzer got an injury as well, and that's not good because he was meant to be a big player for this game on Sunday. So yeah, I know McTominay scored a brace against Spain. He had a really good international break. So if he can bring that into the game on Sunday, I'll be very, very happy. I would like to see McTominay score a few goals on Sunday and keep it going like he was doing for Scotland, because his finishes were really good. And the thing with McTominay is we play him as a midfielder, but like a box-to-box going forward, he's actually good. And I've told you guys that the whole time. I think a lot of people know that as well. It's just the way we play him. He's not a good player. I'm not saying he's a good player, but he's a player which can do a job for us if we play him in the right position. But I mean, with the players we have, he's never going to really have that chance to always be going forward like he is for Scotland. So you hear the good international break, but yeah, I think in our next couple of games or so as well, our next couple of fixtures include, so we got Newcastle on Sunday, then we have, I think, Brentford after that, which is going to be another tricky game. I think we're going to Brentford as well, so, you know, another away game. Then we have Everton at home, so that should be, I'm not saying a win, because you can't say it's all going to be easy in the league. No game is a guaranteed 3 points, you know, in a way you could say, but that should be a win. And also after that, I think we have Nottingham Forest as well. So our next couple of games, we should be getting a lot of points from if all things go right. But again, I just think with the injuries we have at the moment, we are going to struggle at the start of April to try and get these results until we get our main players back. Because, I mean, losing Casemiro, as I said, is a massive, massive blow. We've got him, he's not in the squad for the next 2 games, I think. So again, that Brentford game, which is a massive game, because I do think they're a really good team at the moment and they're going to be really tough to beat. And the Newcastle game on Sunday is an even bigger game to miss, because that game is vital for us and we need to bounce back from our last Premier League game as well. That was ages ago. I don't know who that was against, but last game I remember was the Fulham one. But yeah, I don't remember that far back at the moment. So yeah, as I said, we weren't going into the international break in really good form. We need to try and pick it up again. We need to just find our rhythm again under Ten Hag, because that's what we were doing for a long period of time. We went on a big win streak. We hadn't lost in about 20 games, 22 games, and then we suffered a loss, and then to Liverpool, and then things went downhill a bit. But as I've said, it's nothing to be really concerned about, but it's just the fact that I did say that fatigue is going to become an issue, because we were the only team to, I think we're we're one of the teams to play the most games in Europe out of anyone because of all the competitions we're in. We're still involved in the FA Cup. We're still involved in the Europa League. You know, we were involved all the way into the Carabao Cup, and we still got a lot of Premier League games to come as well. So I do think there's going to be an issue coming where, I mean, we could get knocked out of the Europa League, we could get knocked out of the FA Cup, or we could lose a few Premier League games because of the schedule, because of the fixtures. I know it's not an excuse, but again, it's going to become an issue even if people don't really want to put it on that. So, yeah, I think the month of April is going to be a tricky one. It's going to start off really tough on Sunday against Newcastle, but the 3 points is really needed. We can't afford to lose this game on Sunday because, yes, you could say a few months ago we had top 4 secured in a way, but again, if you look at it now, there's about 4, maybe even 5 teams which are still in a big shot of top 4 this season, so it is going to be a struggle. And we still got to play Spurs as well, which is good. We're playing Newcastle on Sunday, so it is in our hands really to get results, and we need to start picking up wins again if you want to just start securing that top 4 spot. Because if we end up dropping out of top 4 this season, that would be a massive disappointment in my eyes. And I don't think that it can't be recoverable if we drop out of top 4 the way we've been in it this whole time this season and how comfortable we looked at one point. But yeah, let's get into the team, guys. So I'm going to go David De Gea in net on Sunday. Varane's back, which is really, really good. Of course, he was missing out the last Fulham game through an injury, but he's better now, and hopefully he should be starting on Sunday alongside Martinez. And I'm going to go Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka. And it will be McFred in the middle because we have nobody else. Donny van der Beek is out. Christian Eriksen's out. Sabitz has got an injury now. Casemiro's not available due to the red card, so it will have to be McFred because we have no one else there. So it'll be Fred and McTominay in the middle, Bruno ahead of him. But I am going to go Anthony on the right, although I did hear he picked up a knock, so is he going to be available? I'm not too sure. We're going to have to wait till Ten Hag's press conference, which should be tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow or late today. I'm not too sure when it is. But yeah, if Anthony's there, he should be starting. If not, then probably you're going to see a front three of Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, if he's available, because we have seen him recovering over the last couple of days or so. But I'm very confident, I'm 95% confident he will start this game. So Rashford and Jadon Sancho on the right, if Anthony's not available. But if Anthony is ready, he should be playing this game. So I think he's made a real impact for Manchester United off the bench at times this season. In the last game against Fulham, he came on and we looked a lot better. Of course, so yeah, he should be starting, and Weghorst up top as well, which is expected. So that's my team going into the game, guys. How are you feeling about that? Because that's probably the team we are likely going to see on Sunday. And again, would I say I'm confident going into St James's Park against Newcastle with McFred in the middle? No, I've never been confident. I'll never say I'm confident playing McFred in the middle, but they need to step up. They need to perform this game because they probably know how big of a game this is. And again, go in there, the atmosphere, how hostile it's going to be. They know a win takes them level on points with us, as I've said. Probably go above us with the goal difference they're on, because everyone else's goal difference compared to us is really, really good. I can't lie, and we're far away from it. So yeah, it's a massive game on Sunday, but let's quickly talk more about Newcastle. So this season, they've been really, really impressive, and a lot of people put out shouts for them to be in the top 4 this season or make the top 4 come the end of the season, and they're going in the right way about it so far. I mean, recently, they've been in a bit of a tricky period, like us, to be fair. You know, not really anything concerning, but they're not picking up results they should be. They're getting draws where they should be winning. They're missing chances, and they're missing big chances to move up the table. So they're in a bit of a tricky period, but they've got a lot of good players in their team. Almiron, who scored recently, I think, and he's been one this season, which started off the season really, really well, but then faded away a bit. Isaac, again, coming into form for Newcastle at the right time for them. Probably they wanted him to come into form in this time of the period, this period of time, I mean, because he's going to be key for them come the end of the season. He's a real threat for them. We know St. Maximin, Bruno Guimaraes, even Longstaff's been alright for them this season. I think they got a new person from their academy coming in and doing a job for them as well. So, you know, they have a lot of good players in their side, and they're up there. They're rightly so, they're up there because they had a really, really good season, and they're going to be there up until the last day, in my opinion, because they are a team which are going to stay, are going to pick up enough points to be in the conversation. But these games are going to be the key ones to me, where it decides who's really going to be there come the end of the season, in my opinion. And this is a game where straight after the international break, you're looking at thinking, we need to kick on from here. We need to get this win so we can kick on and build some confidence, because April is a massive month for a lot of teams, considering how many rounds of action there is in April, because this is a point in the season now where you're looking at it and thinking there's not too long to go now, and then we're gonna have to pick up points. We're gonna have to make sure we keep ourselves around this area until the last day of the season. If it comes to the last day we need to win, then, you know, we've got to make our make our own way about it on the last day. If it comes to it where we're safe, even better, even perfect, really, isn't it? So it's about how you start after an international break. We don't want to lose this game on Sunday coming straight after the international break, because I think then how we've been recently, it's not going to impact the side in the way we want it to. So yeah, they're going to be a threat. They're going to cause us problems, especially at home as well. The atmosphere, how hostile it's going to be and all that. And again, I'm not really confident going into the game knowing the team we're going to have to put out, and our midfield at least, because that midfield battle is going to be key on Sunday. And I don't think we're going to win it with McFred in the middle. But yeah, we just have to pray to get a result. We have to magic out a result against Newcastle, because I do think, I wouldn't say they're favourites going into the game. We're obviously favourites. But again, if I wouldn't say you're an idiot for taking them on. I'm thinking they're favourites going into the game, because with our players missing, their key players staying in their team, it is going to be a very tight affair. But my score prediction, I'm going to say Manchester United to win this game. I'm going to go 1-0. I know this is probably going to see a lot of goals, but I'm just thinking, with McFred in the middle, is Ten Hag going to think, just can we soak up all the pressure they're going to put onto us and nick that goal and see it out like we have done quite a few times this season, because our defence is capable of seeing any game out. I'm really confident in what our defence can do. In Martinez, Varane, Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, I think that defence this season has been really, really good at times. And again, it's shown this season. Yes, you can say the Liverpool game and that, but that was ages ago now. And what did that get them at the end of the day, really? So, yeah, I'm going to say 1-0. I'm going to say Rashford to score. But again, it's a game where I think Ten Hag's thinking we've got to win this game. We've got to find a way to pull out 3 points no matter what in this game for me, because it is vital. We don't want to let Newcastle come any closer to us. So yeah, I'm going to go 1-0, guys. But let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your score predictions as well for the game on Sunday. And again, I'm looking forward to it, because it is a real challenge. And Manchester United, we have to relish these challenges now. We have to be up for the games. We can't afford to be losing points, as I said. So yeah, guys, make sure to do that. And I'll see you guys for the reaction after, and hopefully picking up 3 points. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. Share the video if you are new. But that's me out. See you later.